Hi guys, what is going on? Thanks for stopping by. Welcome to my channel where I focus on free-to-play early game, mid-game stuff. Guys, TNMT event is over. The turtles are gone. The last chance for all of us to get any of the turtles is gone, and it seems like Plarium really thought it would be a good time to give us a bit of a break, and I agree. I don't know what about you guys, but I definitely agree. We only have a champion training tournament going on. By the way, that this might be worth it. Like a 4-star basalt for 9,000 points is like, it seems alright. Like the rest of the rewards isn't too great, but it feels like this is alright. And then in terms of tournaments, there is nothing really going on. Nothing really going on until the fusion is going to start in a couple of days. I feel like that might be interesting to some players. It won't be interesting to me personally. I've looked at the champion, like I'll wait for the showcases and the test server tests by all the other content creators. I'll wait for that and make my final decision then. Yeah, but I feel like I'm probably not going for him. He's a bomb champion. He seems pretty great, but he seems a bit more focused on waves. Also a bit of crowd control, and then also arena. And yeah, that's where he seems to really shine. Very comparable to Nishak, if you know that champion. Pretty amazing champion, actually. I would love to have Nishak. If the fusion was Nishak, I would be going for that one. Not just because he looks amazing, but also because he is an amazing champion. Let me just see if I can find him really quickly here. Yeah, he is also a bomb champion, but he's a bit more focused on bosses. Like when his bombs explode, then he lands poisons on the enemies, and he's just a crazy boss destroyer. Also strong in Hydra, does some crazy shenanigans in arena as well, so he's really amazing. The new fusion seems to be strong as well. It always depends a bit on the multipliers, and I will make a separate video on him when, like I said, the tests have been done, talking about if it is worth it for progressing players, but also for, you know, anybody. I will make a separate video then, but for me, it at the moment seems like I'm not really going to go for that, mainly because there is so much stuff going on my account. There's so much stuff going on my account, and I'm sorry for anybody who has been expecting turtle videos, because, yeah, well, it has been a couple of busy days for me, just generally, and then also I've noticed that in order to show the turtles in proper videos, like I need to progress in so many areas still. I like, yeah, just looking at the dungeons, I mean, just getting in the dungeons here, Ice Golem, Dragon, and Fire Knight, at least I feel like I'll be able to do stage 6 hard. Getting to that takes time, takes energy, and there is no real tournaments going on where I'm saying, all right, you know, I can throw in my energy here and that would be worth it. So I'm not doing that. And I felt like during the first 2 days of this, and when I had all the turtles, and when I did my Leonardo guide for mid-game players, during the first 2 days there, I felt like, and now I really want to have to punch out the turtle videos one day after another. And then I actually, you know, took a step back and decided that that might not be the greatest idea, actually, because I've made a lot of videos about Mikey. I've done a mid-game video for Leonardo. I might do another one now that he has his soul, and that, yeah, his gear actually hasn't changed, but the soul changed. He's level 60. The masteries are done, or at least close to done. Oh, actually, I can put War Master on him. And so I might make another video on him specifically, just talking about his power, because I'm still surprised at how hard he hits, whilst giving us crazy utility. So everybody who went for him, even if you only have Mikey next to him, definitely worth it. Congratulations. And then about Donatello, I definitely do want to talk a bit more about Donatello, or the 2 Donatellos that I have on my account. And then I also want to make a video about the whole of them, all 5 in one team, but that takes preparation. And so I felt like it really, like, it doesn't make sense for me to make any videos about the turtles at the moment, especially because, like, all 5 of them in a team, or 4 of them in a team, that's fun content, but it's not really content that I consider to be core content for my channel, because I'm like, yeah, I'm focused on more mid-game and progression stuff. And so, it's great that I have them. It's insane that I have them. I will show you a couple of things that they can do for me already. It's insane that I have them, and I'm really lucky, you know, and happy that they help me with my personal account progression. But in terms of my channel, you know, that's going to mean for my channel that I'll just have more time to do stuff that I actually want to do on this channel. But yeah, the turtles are not really core content. Like, just look at this Ultra Nightmare damage here. I mean, it's 5 turtles, but this is the highest Ultra Nightmare damage I've ever done across all of my accounts. And I've had endgame accounts. 150 million damage. Insane. Absolutely insane. Nightmare, 190. Oh, brutal. Let's do brutal real quick here and see what the turtles do on brutal. I've also done a Hydra run already, doing 70 million damage on my first try. I just saw, you know, I saw that. I like... That was a weird sound. Like the last time I did brutal, this was 250 million, so 400 million is kind of surprising me here. That's pretty insane. And then I did one quick battle here on Hydra. That's a bit misleading. Again, one quick battle here on Hydra, it got me 72 million, and I just thought, all right, I'm fine with that, I'll take it. Pretty great. Chimera, I'll have to try next. In Arena, Leonardo just coming in with the nukes, it's insane, and that's why I'm saying he's crazy even if you don't have too many turtles. If you only have Mikey and him, Mikey puts out decreased defense. Leonardo already coming in with a 1, and then he just nukes. Put an increased defense champion in there before he takes his turn, and he's just going to do crazy nukes. He wipes almost any team. He wipes almost any team that I fight against, which is pretty insane. Yeah, so I think I've just spent a lot of time talking about what I'm not going to do. Yeah, so not too many turtle videos, at least not the amount that I was expecting. I might do a comparison though, just a fun video talking about who I think is best, or who do I think is most fun in the different areas, and then maybe also who is best in the different areas, because I think most people will say Leonardo, but I might have a different opinion actually in quite a few different areas. Leonardo's great, but I think it's a bit more complicated than that actually, so I might do that. And so but what am I actually going to do without doing too much turtle stuff? There's a lot of champions that have come onto my account. I will probably actually quick build Allure in order to use her in the what's the Doom Tower rotation called here? Dark Fae. Looking at the Doom Tower rotation, this is actually good. Something that we can talk about whilst being here really quickly as well, because I do want to make a guide on the Doom Tower rotation as well coming up in the future. But yeah, Dark Fae is probably going to be the main subject there. I've already talked about the Griffin in my last rotation. I've talked a lot on this channel about the Scarab King and Mikey soloing that. So I won't, I'll mention him, but I won't talk too much about that. And then Bommel is just going to be super annoying, and I'm gonna have to try to find ways that we can actually tackle Bommel without just using 5 turtles and brute forcing it. I'll have to see, but Bommel is just really annoying. Bommel is the biggest threshold in, even in comparison to Scarab King, there are some easier ways to do Scarab King than Bommel in this game. So Bommel is just crazy annoying, but I will try to, at least give some guidelines to what you might want to do. Yeah, but we'll have to see about that. Apart from that, like I said, a lot of champions have come in. I'll probably quick build Allure, because I'll actually use her, and then Farrakhan the Fat comes after. Miscreated Monster. I am right now building Tutura Rhymehyde. Guys, can we just... I think we don't see him too well here, so I'll just go and put him on the screen a bit more properly. Can we just appreciate how amazing this champion looks? Like the tail, and then... the lion form, high elves, skinwalker, angel-esque wings, the horns, and the braids here, and the mask. And I think, it doesn't get much better than this. I think he's the design, S tier. The champion, A tier. Pretty great. I might do a video talking about block buffs, why this is such an important buff in the game, and me having Tutura Rhymehyde is actually going to have quite a bit of impact on my account, even though I have 5 turtles. I'm gonna stop saying that I have 5 turtles from now on. Look at this tail. He looks so insane when he's in the game as well. When you see him on the screen fighting some enemies. Absolutely crazy. And then afterwards, just so that you get an idea what is going to happen. Oh, by the way, I need to check what else do I need for Razin. Oh, I actually only need 2 more rares. I need Nalhorn for Razin, and I need Halberdier, I guess. And then I can fuse Razin. That's going to be interesting. He needs a buff, but he's still, an interesting champion. I could get Jamasa. Dragster's going to take a bit more time, but Yakal coming in next week. Mithrala, absolutely essential champion, and I will talk a bit about her on this channel here when I get her. Archmage Helmut, just interesting. I'm very much interested to compare him to Gon Yellowhand, who I already have on my account. Quintus, just a damage dealer. You know, he's the guaranteed champion from Live Arena. He might be interesting and fun, but nothing too crazy. And then Yannicka is going to take a bit more time as well. And that is, I think, the most important champions that are going to come to this account during the next couple of weeks. Apart from that, what do you guys think, by the way, about the turtle event? Like, did you like it? I think it has been like it was a roller coaster, so many highs and lows. But I think it actually, like, even though it has had so many highs and lows, it might have just been the most exciting and also, I guess, best collaboration that they have done so far. I mean, they could have handled the whole Leonardo and the whole league situation better, but I still think the Turtles have been an absolute hit. Oh, by the way, guys, what do you think? I have a theory here. It would really fit the whole shenanigans we had with the fusion, Sangwon Maria. And my theory is that they did the Turtles, they created the Turtles, tested them a bit, thought they were fine, introduced them into the game, saw all the playtesting by all the players, and then noticed, damn, we overdid it. We overdid it. I mean, just look at my clan boss damage. And this is a mid-game account, kind of, or it used to be. It seems like mid-game is kind of done for this account, actually, but I'll have to see about that during the next couple of days and weeks. But do you think they actually, you know, saw all the playtests and then thought, damn, we overdid it, but we can't go back? Like, it's too late. I think that's actually a real possibility here because, yeah, the Turtles just being crazy. But apart from that, I think the event has been super fun. The synergy has been super fun. The way they introduced them, even their reasoning why they are in different faction has been all right, you know, satisfying. And I think it has been a clever move to put them in different factions, just in terms of power and faction wars and Cursed City. Yeah, and all the shenanigans. So yeah, I think it has been a great event. Great event. Things could have been handled better, but it has been a great event. Also, I just saw that Nub Raids has a new video talking about the next weeks and that, you know, we might want to prepare already for Black Friday stuff and then also for Yule Festival events, so Christmas and stuff like that. And I'm pretty happy with my shard count here. I have done crazy dungeon divers in order to save shards, so yeah, my sacred's already looking pretty decent as well again. And then in terms of souls, I'll just have to start saving again. I mean, it doesn't look like I have too many here, but I do have quite a few of these coins up there, so the soulstone count isn't looking too bad. But yeah, I'll just have to keep saving again, and so I'm not too sad about not going for the next fusion. Like, you know, the resources are looking fine, but they can look better. They can always look better. Oh, I think I haven't mentioned Arbiter yet. Arbiter is coming into the account as well at some point. I actually thought about, like, I'm not sure who I want to summon next. And the big thing here is I do have champions that I'm building at the moment and that I can do videos on. And so I'm not too stressed about getting Arbiter or Yakal. Mithrala might be my biggest priority because I feel like she can actually still have an impact on the account. That being said, mainly looking for somebody to help me in Phantom Shogun. Like, that is the last big dungeon for me to really say, all right, I can tick off mid-game. I can really say that I'm past mid-game. I guess not really in terms of gear. I really have to shift my focus in terms of the priorities on my account after I'm done building the turtles, after I have reached the different thresholds that I can reach in terms of the dungeon levels here. And I really have to focus on gear next. That is going to be the next big goal here, to not only get my account into endgame in terms of the content that I can tackle, but also in terms of the gear that I can get on my champions. And that is going to mean that I can shift my focus from being more account focused to being a bit more channel focused. My time is limited, which I can, like, the time that I can put into raid and into making videos. And so when the account is a bit more set and I don't have to think too much about builds and all the different areas that I need to progress in and different strategies, when all of that is done, I'll be able to just, you know, think more on videos and things that you might want to want to look at and think about different strategies with free-to-play champions for content that we have in the game. That being said, it has been pretty great to just progress with this account and then be able to share that as well. So I guess either way, yeah, things seem to be working out on this account in a pretty crazy way, to be quite honest. One more little thing before I let you go. Plarium has given us a new gift in the game. It's a great gift, but you have 4 weeks to claim it, so I guess no hurry, no rush. 5-star chicken, 400 energy, Plarium points, epic tomes. Pretty nice. Do we just get it all at the same time? Yeah, it seems that way. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for stopping by. I hope the TNMT event has been good for you and you got the turtles that you wanted. And by the way, even if we only got Mikey, or if you've been late to the game and the whole event here and the whole shenanigans, even if we only got Mikey, just something to remember here to put things into perspective. Mikey might just be the best login champion that we ever had on his own. Yeah. Sorry guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I hope your raid life is going well and I wish you all the best. See you on the next one. Until then, bye.